So I definitely just took a picture of myself when I was trying to start this video. We're off to a great start.
Let's meet at the library. Okay.
Hi everyone, it's Julia and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an exciting little announcement. So my friend Kara and I from Wild Book Garden are doing sort of a project this year to help us decrease our physical TBRs. She and I both own way more unread books than we think we should. That is a personal choice. You know, some people like to not have a huge physical TBR. They find it stressful. Some people prefer to have just a lot of options around, which is great. I'm somewhere in the middle. So I love having a ton of books that I've never read before just at the ready, you know, like that I can just pick up and read, and that's awesome. But I also think I need some consequences for all of the book buying and significantly less book reading I've been doing. So that's why we're doing this. And I will say before I go into explaining it all, this idea was very lovingly stolen from Olivia Savannah from Olivia's Catastrophe and Hannah from La.M. So thank you both for the inspiration. I will link their videos down below. We might have some variations between our rules, but it is a head-to-head competition. Why did I say it like that? So it is going to be like a head-to-head competition between me and Kara, just as they're doing, because that motivates me. I don't know about you guys. So here's what we're doing. It is, I was gonna say it's like golf rules. It's nothing like golf. It's just lower scores are better. So it's like golf in that, except I don't think you can get negative in golf, and you can in this. So as I said, it's nothing like golf. So basically, when we read a book off of our physical TBR, or when we unhaul a book from our physical TBR, we get -1 to our score, and we do not want points. So if is there a book within reach of me? So let's say I grab Women Who Run with the Wolves, which is a nonfiction, on my physical TBR, and I read it and I complete it, I get -1 point. If I start it and DNF it and decide to unhaul it, that's still -1 point. If I pick it up, read the back, decide I'm no longer interested in it and unhaul it, still -1 point. As long as I am somehow removing this book from my unread book trove, then it's good, okay? But let's take a book like The Guinevere Deception, for example. This is a book that I've already read. So if I reread this, which I am currently doing, this does not get me -1 point because it is not on my physical TBR. The exception to that rule would be if I own a second edition of this book and I haven't read that one, so maybe I'm reading it because I'm annotating that copy for a friend and sending it to them, or I am like, you know, doing some kind of read along and I bought another copy specifically for that, that doesn't count. Or no, excuse me, that does count in that case. Uh-oh, I'm confusing myself. That would count if it's a different edition. But this is the one that I've already read, that I pulled off my red bookshelf, so no, nothing, 0 points. Then on the other hand, any books that we buy over the course of 2023, each of those books add 1 point. So here's a real life example. So yesterday I stopped by the library and I went into the little used book area and I picked up 2 books. So I had to add 2 points onto the spreadsheet because I bought 2 books and I have not read either of them, so they're on my physical TBR. If I had already read My Antonia and I bought this and just stuck it in with my classics, then I'd be good. That'd just be 0. But because these are both unread, 2 points. Is this making sense? I hope so. Now, just like there were some exceptions to the first rule, there are also some exceptions to the buying rule. So any pre-ordered books that come in, as long as you placed that pre-order before 2023 began, doesn't count for anything. So you're just neutral, which is good. Likewise, any gifts or ARCs that get sent our way, we are not counting. That is just 0, because then it would be too easy to cheat and be like, Kara, oh, you're my friend. I bought you all these books. I hope you enjoy them. And just like give her points. Like it would be kind and evil at the same time. So not doing that. And the last sort of exception rule to this is any reading projects like book clubs or read-alongs that either of us are hosting or co-hosting, buying those books does not count either, because that's not really fair if we each have, like, say I already own half of our Past It Classics books for the year and Kara owned like 2 of them, then she has to buy more than me. Like, that's just, it doesn't seem fair. However, if it's to participate in a book club or read along that you are not hosting, so, you know, if Kara's, you know, she's still doing like the Fairyland read along and I buy the Fairyland books that I don't own and she bought them too, they would not count for her, but they would count for me. It's a little convoluted, but I swear it makes sense. So yeah, that's really the gist. It's just like a fun way for us to kind of encourage each other to read more off our physical TBRs, buy, or not even necessarily buy fewer books, but more intentionally buy books that we are planning on reading like more immediately, you know, like that's kind of responsible. And also it's just a little fun, a little goofy, a little silly reading project we get to enjoy together. I do have a quick little message from Kara, so I'll insert that here.
Hello everybody, it's Kara from Wild Book Garden, and I am the one who is competing against Julia for our physical TBR challenge. Honestly, I feel like this could be anyone's race. I feel like we both have like advantages and disadvantages. So like, for example, I have been definitely reading a lot of books per month lately, but also I know that I tend to buy a lot more books than Julia does. But then I also have quite a few like shorter books, which would also, you know, help me out quite a bit. But then also I know that Julia is really good about using like audiobooks to get like some physical books off her TBR, and we know that I usually struggle with audiobooks. So who knows what's gonna happen? I know we are both highly motivated and excited to be competing and to be doing this. So I'll just say good luck to both of us. Let's do it.
I couldn't have said it any better myself, Kara. I do think she and I both have different advantages and weaknesses at this. I'm very concerned because Kara is just a more consistent reader than me. She reads a lot more than me. So that has me a little nervous, but I'm very competitive, so that might end up working in my favor. We'll see. But yes, that is the gist of our TBR challenge. I don't know what else to call it. Basically, we're going to see who can have the fewest points by the end of the year. So that will go into the negative numbers for both of us, hopefully. So whoever has the highest negative number, if that makes sense, that's like an oxymoron, will be the winner. And we haven't discussed, we should have a prize for the winner, Kara. Comment down below what you think the prize should be for whoever reads the most books off their physical TBR. Let us know how many unread books you prefer to have in your life. I love to have a lot, but I've hit a triple-digit number that is alarming to me. It's been triple digits for a while, but I've hit one that is big. It's a big number. So I'm looking forward to getting that down. We will be keeping you guys updated on our progress with little check-ins probably every 4 months. So we'll do like 2 more mid-year and then 1 at the end of the year to let you know who the winner is. Thank you all so much for watching, and what do I usually say? Thank you all so much for watching, and you'll see more from me soon. Bye!